I will respond very quickly, then we will go to the final round with our leaders and then nifunge. Number one, nataka kushukuru sana. Nataka kuwashukuru kwa ile maneno mmesema na vile mmeshughulikia mambo ya Kirinyaga na pia vile mmesema you get also over and above security challenges. There are some places tumeenda na kila kitu tu ni about ng'ombe inaibwa hapa, ni NPR, sijui nini. Nimefurahi kuwa hapa na nataka kuambia kwamba Kirinyaga is one of the safest counties in the country. You know, hiyo ni ukweli. Ya pili, ningependa kuwapongeza sana kwa ile kazi mnafanya kama security teams at a multi-agency level, to the extent that as we speak, Kirinyaga is doing well in terms of fighting drugs and illicit alcohol. There is a very, very good program. Kirinyaga is currently ranked number 35 kwa Kenya, kwa ile ranking ya pombe na bangi na miadarati. So si mbaya, 35 si mbaya. Kuna ma-counties wako number 1 huko nini. In fact, in Mount Kenya region, Nyinyi na Nyeri, you are doing very well. Of course, tuko na shida kidogo huko, your neighbors hapa Murang'a, where they are number 17 and so forth. Generally, Mount Kenya region, crisis ya pombe sio ile level yenye watu wengi wamekuwa wakisema. Sometimes there is a lot of hype kwamba watu wamekwisha, but which is a very good thing. We were asking ourselves as a security team, why is there a louder voice kwa Mount Kenya kuhusu mambo ya pombe na miadarati? It means there is high level of citizen consciousness and participation in terms of fighting this illicit brew. The citizens are very concerned because it was a problem the other day, and leaders and citizens have sat together. There was a time hata tukiwa na President Uhuru, MPs wanaenda kumwaka pombe pamoja na polisi na all that. I think you were there, Gitari, in your first time tukiwa huko pamoja. So it has reached a level where in society it's acceptable to fight this thing continuously. And therefore, as security agencies here, let us help our citizens, because the citizens themselves are ahead of us. They are supporting us in the fight against the illicit brew, drugs and alcohol. And that is a very good job. First, let me say this. Before I respond to a number of the things you have talked about here, waja niseme mambo matatu hata mimi mwenyewe. Kwanza, ningependa kusisitiza hapa kwamba tuko Kirinyaga hii, sisi wenye tumeketi hapa, tumeuliza maswali mengi yanayohusikana na our welfare. Lakini kusema ukweli, sisi tuliomba hii kazi. Na tuliomba tukijua hakuna gari, hakuna airtime, hakuna responsibility allowance, hakuna ofisi. Hii yote tuliomba tukijua. Kwanza chiefs. Chiefs wangapi waliandikwa the last 2 years? Hakuna chief hapa wa last 2 years. So I thought kulikuwa because kuna wenye wako na shida. Nilitaka nisuluhishe. Wameinua sasa mkono. Chiefs wangapi walichaguliwa the last 2 years? Inua mkono. Chief, Madam Chief, ulienda interview, ukasema, ukaulizwa, unataka hii kazi, ukasema I work under minimum supervision. Ukaambiwa hakuna ofisi, ukasema I am very innovative. I know how to work amongst my people. Ukasema mimi ofisi ya chief ni kila mahali penye nimeenda, bora tu nipewe stamp. Ukapewa max, ukashinda, mwingine hako nyumbani, wewe sasa uko hapa na crown. Ukweli ama sio kweli? Sasa hivi leo ulishinda ndio unaanza kusema hata hii kazi haina ofisi, haina responsibility allowance, haina extraneous allowance. Yeah. So what am I saying? Police officers hapa walikuwa wanatafuta hii kazi ya police by all means, wakiambia watu, walienda uwanja, wakakimbia, wakakuwa recruited, wakakuwa pewa kazi, Na siku yenye walikuwa wanaomba wanasema niko tayari kufanya kazi hata kama ni border huko Liboi ama Elwak ama huko Illicit ama Kibish. Lakini siku yenye alitoka Kikanjo, mtu ya kwanza alimpigia simu ni MCA kumwambia unajua nani ananisaidia nisiende huko kwa border county. So let us understand one thing. Sisi wenye tuko hapa, we are privileged. We are among the few Kenyans who have a job. We are among the few Kenyans who are lucky to hold the office. Wewe chief umekuja hapa saa hizi, the entire location wanasema mambo yetu imeisha, pora chief alikutana na waziri, atarudi na solution. Everybody is looking up to you. What is important is for you to make sure that you do your job diligently, with passion, with commitment. These other things are necessary. Tutakusaidia, itasaidia kazi isonge. Lakini ya kwanza ni kwamba you must know that you have a calling and you looked for this job. Please don't let down the people of your location, of sub-location, or your division as an OCS, because there is no car, there is no cell, there is no extraneous allowance, and many other things. It's important first to know that you must do everything under your ability to serve. Number two, I know you want training, but as we wait for the training, just do something. Make sure you know your job. Serikali mpya ikikuja kama hii, sasa sio mpya tena. When a new policy, a new administration kuja a new policy, ukue quick kujifunza nini inaendelea. What is bottom up economic agenda? What is housing? What is SHA? What is tree planting? What is jobs abroad? All these things. Yeah, mambo ya markets, mambo ya all that. Lazima ukue quick kujifunza. Na usingoje training. Hata usipoita workshop, fuata kwa YouTube. Ama Google. Just look for something. Tumeelewana? Tumeelewana what I'm saying? Look for knowledge. Na chief usiwaenda baraza uambie watu, uulize swali useme mimi sijui. Hakuna chief ajui kitu. Hata ukiambiwa define Archimedes principle as a chief, unasema hiyo ni kitu kidogo, lakini kuna hii kijana kwanza alikuwa ananiambia nataka kusema kijana Archimedes principle ni nini? Yeah. Anaeleza akimaliza unasema there are also other issues, kama sio I'm a bit busy, DCC anatungojea for mkutano, ningeongeza kwa juu ya let's go to the agenda. Yeah? Never allow yourself as a chief uonekane ni chief ajui kitu. Unajua kitu. Na yenye kabisa hakuna mtu anakusaidia, unasema that matter DCC was handling, lakini kwa baraza inakuja I will make sure that sometimes you tembea na watu wengi wamesoma na wako nyumbani hapa. Mwingine aeleze SHA, mwingine aeleze nini, akaeleze natembea. Saa zingine ukijua ni SHA maneno unatafuta mtu anajua mambo ya SHA kutoka clinic yenye iko hapo ama health center, aende aseme, akimaliza unasema as a chief this is the position of government, kwamba ni namna hiyo. So never usikubali chief ujui kitu. Creative. You are a government administrator. Hawa watu wa OCS, usiende police station fulani na ujuani na community. Uende ujifungie huko, ati ndio unashika watu, unatisha hawa, unaonyesha sura mbaya, ndio wakuletee kitu kidogo. You have to interact with the community. You have to understand each other. You have to go to the next church if you are in church, or a mosque. You have to go to a funeral in the neighborhood when need be. Interact with people so that they give you information. Yeah, this is a service. This is not force. So it's important to work with the people. You must leave a legacy every place you go, and that legacy. That's why you'll sort many issues. Yenye iko huko utaambiwa mambo, watu wengi watakwambia maneno yenye inaweza kuturudisha nyuma, and you will sort them if you are a very well organized OCS. Number two, we must work together to fight corruption. Corruption ndio inaturudisha nyuma. We must do everything under the sun to fight corruption. We must not condone the scourge of corruption. Na hiyo ndio inatuumiza. You know, as chiefs, kama utaitisha kitu kidogo ndio usainie mtu kitu, unasema unataka ya wino, unataka ya baraza ndio ukuje baraza, unataka nini? Please, that is the one thing that is spoiling government. The same to our police officers, and I have said so many times that we need to be diligent to make sure that we are fighting corruption. And tusikue also watu wa kujifanya hatujui iko. You know, where we know it is, we must fight. You are the commanders of the station. Sasa kama wende una collect kitu, itakuwa nini ma corporals and constables before you, behind you, or beneath you, or below you. You need to make sure that you set an example. And if we get cases of corruption, we will not transfer anybody. You will go through disciplinary measures even as you go on your way home. So it's important. When you see the president speaking about fighting corruption, we mean it. I saw some people saying, oh, kama president hatakuja kurecord statement, ama ambie wabunge the statement, then hiyo ni uongo. Who told you that kama hakuna witness, hakuna ati hakuna corruption? Ulikuwa umeniambia in the absence of what?
Absence of evidence is not evidence of absence.
Yeah. Absence of evidence is not evidence of absence. Known as a philosopher DIG. Yeah? You see, this is the thing that we must. Saa zingine, sisi we get intelligence reports, raw as it may be. Yeah? Chief fulani ndio anashikana na drug dealers. OCS fulani ndio anasaidiana na watu wa pombe. OCS fulani amekuwa compromised. We may not have the evidence straight ya kuweza kuweka kwa court of law. But you know for sure the reason why ethanol inauzwa hapa, it cannot be sold without the chief and without the OCS. So, because of the evidence you have, but it cannot stand the test of court. So what is the only thing you do? You warn that person. Sometimes you transfer. Yeah? And the moment you transfer like this, inji inakaa mzuri. How come when we change security officers, kwa mahali penye kahawa ilikuwa inaoibwa, sehemu hiyo inakuwa sawa? It means there was something that either they were not doing, which is omission, or they were committing, they were colluding with those people. Let's be diligent public servants to fight this couch called corruption. Mumesema mambo yenu ya welfare. Firstly, before I come to welfare, Kirinyaga hii tumeambiwa shida moja ni kumalizana na hiyo pombe na miadarati. Please, tushikane pamoja. I gave 100 days. You will work with Nakada, work together as a team. We must get rid kabisa. Nataka nikirudi hapa Kirinyaga kwa any other function nikitembea, nikuje nisikie mnang'ang'ania number 47. You will be the lowest ranked county kwa mambo ya miadarati. You are 35 now, you should walk towards 40 and then uelekee kuenda 47. Number 2, tumeambiwa hapa kuna suicides mingi. Yeah? And as I said earlier, we might need to do a study to know exactly what's the cause of suicide among older men. Tuliambiwa kwa Nyeri huko, at part of the reasons, chief moja alituambia, part of the reasons is that hao wazee wakifika umri fulani, bibi anaondoka, anaenda kukaa na kijana yake huko town, mzee anabaki akihustle, anaona maisha imekwama na hii baridi ya Mount Kenya, anasema safari, wacha niende hiyo safari nyingine penye zitasikia hii mashida mingi. So there are a lot of theories explaining why there are many suicides. It's a serious issue because if you lose 4 or 5 people a month, it is not a joke, because in a year you're talking about over 30 people or 40 or 50. It's not right to lose such number of people. So there's a mental health problem here, and we need to think about how best we deal with it as a society ndio tuende mbele. Kitu kingine tuliambiwa hapa ni wizi kidogo kidogo, wizi ya kahawa hapa, wizi ya sijui ng'ombe inaibwa na kuchinjwa na kupelekwa butchery. Those small petty offenses, I want to request the OCSs and the county commander, sub-county commanders to work together to get rid of this issue. We must give more emphasis on protecting the coffee. Umesikia ile pesa kahawa imeleta mwaka the last 1 year to this county, kama vile chairman ya cooperative alisema, 6.7 billion is not little money. Yeah? That's a serious economy. And this 6.7 billion imefika hapo because of also the interventions of government. Vile serikali ime-intervene to support the farmers. So even as we grow, as we improve on milk, we improve on mambo ya kawa, tea, all these other crops. Avocado, tuliambiwa jana avocados inaibwa huko also Nyeri. It's one of the crops that is stolen. So it means that the agriculture is rising up. And as it rises up, the products become very valuable commodity. So as police officers, let's work together with the cooperatives to escort the coffee to the millers to see where the storage is done. We have sensitized the cooperatives to make sure they have CCTV in their places. We put the watchmen who are taking care of these facilities under surveillance to make sure that theft of coffee and other crops does not continue in this county. Pia mambo ya accidents kwa hii barabara. I had been briefed earlier that mambo watu wa miraa wanasumbua. I have given the regional traffic commander, Madam Elizabeth, who is here, we have given her the mandate to do anything under the law to make sure that we deal with this issue of road accidents, particularly by miraa drivers. Nilikuwa nimeambiwa kwa Embu, nikaambia regional commissioner aite mkutano wa keti na these owners and transporters, wakakataa kuja mkutano kwa Eastern. So sasa wewe tunyoroshe mpaka wakuje waitishe mkutano wao wenyewe. And there is no need to fear. Nilimwambia commandant, do what you can do mpaka ikuwe discussion kwa area kwamba tumekuwa wabaya kwa watu wa miraa, then mkutano itwe tukubaliane kati ya pesa ya miraa na mtoto ya mtu kugongwa, gani ndio pesa mingi, gani ndio ni ya maana. Let's have that discussion because we are comparing money and life. Na unajua kuna watu wanapenda kututisha, including politicians, kututisha kwamba mtaharibu biashara. Yani sijui kichwa ya mtu kama huyo hata inafanya aje. Tutaharibu biashara tuachilie watu wakufe. Honestly. So afadhali biashara iende na watu waishi. So it is important that we protect the lives of our people. And this conversation of overspeeding vehicles, particularly the miraa carrying vehicles, we must have it. We must have it and we must sort it. Because Kirinyaga and Embu have consistently reported deaths, many of whom are children going to school, crossing the road. This cannot continue. Now, on your welfare, sorry, I have to be brief so that I give room to the other leaders. On your welfare, there are things we have addressed, as I told you. Training, hiyo tumemaliza. You know, chiefs, you will go for the training, all of you. Hakuna ati kuna mtu alisema hapa usituweke kwa phase 4. Phase 4 aje na in every phase tunapeleka all the chiefs. So kwani nyinyi hamjui kwamba kuna chiefs ya Kirinyaga wako Embakasi sahi? Mnajua ama mjui? There are 14 chiefs. Na graduation itakuwa tu moja. So we are moving everybody and then we graduate everybody tumalize. Na mtu apandishwe cheo alafu tusikie kama bado atatuambia ameshindwa kumwaka pombe. So we will do that. We are doing that for everybody. Nobody will be promoted without training. And nobody will be left out of training. So it's up to you now to make a decision. Hakuna mwenye ataambiwa wewe uende training wewe unaenda. 8,200 across the country, all will be trained. By January, all of you will have gone to the training. So hiyo ni shida yangu sasa. Hii shida yenye nimewachiwa kwa miaka mingi, wacha nisuluhishe mimi. Ndio nyinyi sasa nigulize nyinyi munyoroshe kazi vile inafaa kunyoroshwa. I agree with the police officers. Training for the police should be decentralized to the counties. We have agreed, or the regions, and it must be continuous so that it can empower the police officers continuously. So we want to work on this financial year somewhere with one of the supplementary budget tuone vile tunaweza sort mambo ya training yenu. Mambo ya promotions nimewaambia ya police officers, nimewaambia nyinyi wote. Mambo ya offices, we have a problem with offices across the country. In fact, you are doing better here. Nilipopewa statistics, you are doing better. What we just need to is to work with the MPs under CDF watujengee the remaining chief's offices and the sub-chief offices. And that's a conversation I'm going to have nationally with all NGCDF board and the members of parliament. Hopefully we can work together towards resolving this issue. On the question of police stations, we have the worst police stations. The worst institutions of government are police stations. Neglected, old, small, no housing, nothing. So the National Police Service has done a design, and that based on that design, we are going to get some funding, some from the budget, some from CDF, to jenge police stations. Police stations sio mingi. Kwa Kirinyaga, they are only 20, the entire county. Are they 20, right? How many police station, county commander? 19, you can see. So in for example, Kirinyaga Central, iko ngapi? How many? 4. Sasa mwesh, imagine tangu CDF ianze na ngapi imejengwa? Ama yote iko sawa? Ngapi iko sawa? 1. So hiyo moja. So unaona 3. Tangu CDF ianze tungekuwa tunajenga kila mwaka, ingekuwa imeisha. So tukikubaliana na wewe tuanze mwaka huu, utajenga moja, tukaekae, tujenge, national government weke budget like that. And I'm not putting the spot on him. Maybe Kirinyaga is even better. In my own constituency, it's a disaster. Yeah. So it's across the country. Hata IG, tulikuwa naona IG juzi, hata DIG, sijaenda kwake, lakini DIG Lagat ni ambao, unaona hata yake ni ambao. Ya DIG Lagat ilikuwa kwa social media juzi. Alikimbia, nimeona amekimbia na mabati, ameenda kuweka UNIAT, kutoa sura mbaya kwanza, akitafuta pesa ya kujenga. So we have a problem with our police stations, and all of us here, if you visit your local place, you will realize how serious it is. And I want us to work together to build good offices for the chiefs, assistant chiefs, and the police stations to make it better. Mobility issues, you are also lucky. I think this is the first county I find assistant chief on a motorcycle. There are some counties that are Ifiki, all the chiefs. So even here, I know some of the chiefs don't have the motorcycles. We will work on it across the country. We are trying to do a procurement to make sure that we support the motorcycles for you and the vehicles for the SCCs. SCCs, we have agreed to tafute vehicles yenye at least inasaidia kubeba, even if it is one vehicle ya ma SCCs kwa sub-county to start with, so that it can assist the SCCs wasonge mbele. Nimeambiwa SCCs ndio wameumia hata zaidi. SCCs wenye wako hapa ni wangapi? Mko wangapi? Nami simameni. Wale wako field. Sawa tu, hata wewe wa huduma unaweza simama, hakuna shida. Unaona hawa SCCs hawa wote hawa. Mnaona ule SCC mama mdogo ule? I think she's here. Unaona huyo? Imagine huyo mama anaambiwa na ule jamaa wa Nduthi, shika vizuri, akimpeleka kwa mkutano. Sitaleta hasara, please get in. So niambia na sisi mwingine huko Makweni alibebwa na Nduthi, na mtu ya Nduthi akakuwa excited, alitaka kuonyesha ndio nimewaletea SCC. Amefika mkutano, imekaa mzuri hivi, akafanya ile style yake ya kufika in style, akaangusha SCC. Alafu ile crown yake ikaanguka, atu mtu akashauta, serikali imeanguka. So we have to find this transport to solve this issue, and we are already working on the procurement for the DCCs, for the police stations, and also for the SCCs, so that we will distribute, including the prisons, because a number of the prisons also don't have vehicles to carry people to court and to use for their operations. Mambo ya village elders, niliwaambia, we already finished public participation. Thank you, those who helped us during public participation. I have now signed the CAB memo. It will go to cabinet, it will be approved, we'll bring it back. Tukisharudisha, tutahakikisha kwamba cabinet ikipitisha, tunatafuta pesa to make sure that your issues are dealt with. Let me see a few other things that perhaps I don't remember offered. Mambo ya mobility, mambo ya strength, we are going to recruit police officers soon. So that will settle the issue of the strength. Graduate chiefs, it is true, we will do everything for the graduate chiefs. In the next recruitment year, ACCs, we will deliberately leave a team for the graduate chiefs so that they can move somewhere. Motorcycle parts, we'll sort those ones, remove. AIE increase, we are working on that. Ngapu is also being sorted. After the recruitment, we should be able to deploy a good number of the Ngapu officers. Even if those who are serving already Bora, we know that when the other ones come after training, they will bolster the strength. Transfer issues, we are going to streamline. We have had you on this transfer. Mambo ya benefits from affordable housing, that is a fair request. We are going to work on that. Work Injury Benefits Act, there was a problem from NHIF to share and all those issues. We are also working on it with Public Service Commission. Counseling services, I agree. We need to work on to see how best we can get at least one counselor in sub-county to help public officers. Comprehensive medical cover for the chiefs. I've heard you. Mambo ya storage of exhibits, I agree. The facilities that you have and the challenges of storage. Mambo ya enforcement on illicit brew, I have had. Nyeri office for lab test for the region, I totally agree that it would be the best place to put another branch of government chemist that will help us. Mambo ya promotions based on merit, I agree. And particularly if you are giving someone promotion merit, OCS should know, especially if they are serving in a police station, because then kuna mtu anafanya kazi mzuri, alafu mtu mwenye ni mbaya, afanye kazi anakuwa promoted in a demoralize both the OCS and the team. Stalled security projects, I've been told by the security team, we will follow up for the many stalled security projects in the county. Police uniforms, we are going to have new police uniforms. And I totally agree with the young man who said that, juzi ni launch, since independence, as a uniform itakuwa inapeanwa kwa county. Hamtaenda Embakasi kama chiefs kupata uniform. So nimekubaliana vile ile kijana alisema na mtu apimwe vizuri. Sikae yake inakaa kama marinda. So ikae mzuri. Mambo ya NTSA officers, I will pass that message, it's important. Issue of my asbestos, I've already told the IG they should work on that. Basic training curriculum on financial literacy for police officers, that is a fair request. In fact, it has been requested in many of the counties we have gone. Prisons issues, mambo ya issue ya retirement and insurance when you are retired, health insurance, we are working it with our veteran law. Your veterans law ikipita, we'll see how best that can be anchored. Perimeter wall for the prison, housing prison officers, I agree. CCTV cameras, right? Women prison establishment. Lakini women prison, how many women prisoners do we have who moved from Kirinyaga to another county? Women prisoners are always fika 20. Am I wrong? Yeah.
I think the large number
Yeah.
that is at M.
Yeah. After your large number, I figure 100. I was in Embu.
Maybe around 50 something.
Yeah, 50. So we have 50 women prisoners across. Alafu tujenge our whole prison tena. Wakikuja hapa watakuwa 20. The good news in Kenya, that is one statistics I got shocked about. The good news is that there are very few women prisoners in the entire country. There are very, very few. But you've made your point. We will see as we move forward. It's not our intention to have more people coming to prison, but it's a good thing that we have very few women incarcerated in prisons. And you have made your point. Your directive, your coffee, nimeandika. Your DSS, I will take that information. Police post in the university, please, DIG. Is the police post ready, but there is no police officers? And there is no police officer? Wapi kamanda? Hatuna, tuko na police post, tuko hakuna askari?
Tuko na askari wale wanatakana waende, lakini VC alikataa. Akasema hawezi kubali askari huko sana.
Oh, Vice Chancellor. Yes. Why? Because everybody is asking, sasa muende msolve hiyo maneno, comrade. Yeah, muende msolve mambo yenu. Yeah. Nasikia comrades hawataki askari. But on a serious note, for every place I have gone, the students, the university and the locals are requesting for police officers within the university or within the prisons of the university because of the serious issues of crime. I would really want you, Mheshimiwa, you follow up to find out exactly why the Vice Chancellor is uncomfortable with police station. You know, because the students are asking. You know, Saizi, most of the drugs and alcohol is targeting students. And the challenges we have around new places where universities have been established is the new population of students. So I will be so shocked if they do not want to. Make sure you confirm that information. And once confirmed, we will deploy within a week. We will make sure that it is functioning when that is confirmed, Mheshimiwa Kitari. I agree with the lady who has emphasized that it is important to protect specifically women with disability from, because they are vulnerable, especially from rape and defilement. And I think this is our job as chiefs and assistant chiefs. We are the ones in the society. Tusione, unajua tuko kwa hizi position kwa sababu ya mtu mnyonge. Usianze kuenda kumtumikia tajiri, uachane na mtu mnyonge. It's our responsibility to look at the ones who are weak, poor, and persons with disabilities. That is our duty. But on the part of declaring disability stigma national disaster, I think you have a point. Just need to know how we can frame it so that we have a national campaign against this stigma. And I will pass you a message, as you said. We take it seriously. So I have said so many things, and I know I'm under pressure of time, and leaders have not said something. So I want the leaders to say something, ndio nifunge, if they will raise any other issue. It is my now humble duty. Is it my duty to welcome the speaker, to introduce all the MCAs, and you speak on their behalf, one word, and then you give to Honorable Gitari so that we close. I have only 10 minutes to go. Yeah. Karibu bana.
Thank you, Honorable CS Murkomen. And before I give the majority leader the opportunity to introduce the MCAs, maybe the Deputy Speaker to speak on